What's up, guys? Cirque Show 24/7 here, and this is Comic Frontline. I am back from vacation. I am settled in. I am rested up. I can do some more videos for Comic Frontline, and I just want to talk about my experience at DragonCon 2015 in Atlanta, Georgia. That's my hometown, my home state or whatever. So ever since I moved there, ever since I moved from Georgia to Vegas, I only go once a year, and that's to go to Dragon Con to see family and friends and just have a good time. It was amazing. As always, I was Power Rangers. I was a white Power Ranger. I was the green and Jetty Power Ranger. I was X-Force Deadpool, and I just had a good time. I met a lot of cool new people, did a lot of cool charity stuff. I got to shake a lot of kids' hands, got to make a lot of kids happy, and that's the only thing I do this stuff for. Is just because obviously I'm a big kid, and I like to make the kids happy and like show them stuff that I didn't get to do when I was their age, like have those big role models and get to touch them and stuff like that. So it's really cool when you see like a little kid who's dressed as like a Power Ranger, see like a bigger version of a Power Ranger, and he gets to shake your hand and stuff. It's really cool, and you get to see like the little kid who's dressed as Deadpool with a knife and a gun, just doing this, that, and the third, which he shouldn't be, but it's all cool with me. See like a bigger version of Deadpool and just freak out and just have like a cool reaction because I'm an X-Force. I'm an X-Force Deadpool, so I got like the black and gray. And he's like, oh, that's a Deadpool. I've never seen that kind of Deadpool before. Every Deadpool I've seen is like red and black and stuff. So they freak out at that. So it's just really cool, and I just had a great time doing it. I always do it. I've been doing it for such a long time. It's just ridiculous. But let's talk about some of the stuff that I got to do while I was at Dragon Con. So I got there Thursday, got to chill with my friends. A lot of my costumes were like kind of jacked up from like last year or doing other conventions and stuff. So I had a friend of mine, Rachel, who's like my right hand partner in crime when it comes to cosplaying. She fixed up all my costumes. She sold them. She duct taped them. She did whatever she had to do to fix all my costumes for it to be ready for Friday. She did it, and I thank her so much for doing that. Just hooking me up and stuff like that, and just making sure all my costumes were on point to cosplay in. So I will have to give her a shout out, and I have some pictures that she did for me for my fan page that are really cool. So I really do thank Rachel for helping me out on that. But I got there Thursday, got to chill out with like Rachel and her boyfriend John, and we were just preparing for the stuff. Friday gets there. Friday, I'm in what am I in Friday? Friday, I'm in my X-Force Deadpool costume and in my Green Ninja costume. I did my Green Ninja first because it was the newest one for that year. So I did that one first. It was actually a big hit, surprisingly. A lot of people were super excited to see it because it's rare that you see like a Green Ninja. You see a few of them here and there at different conventions, but it's rare to see like a Green Ninja at a convention. So a lot of people thought it was a really cool idea and stuff like that. And I wasn't the first person to do a Green Ninja, obviously, but it was really cool for people who've never seen that costume before, and I had fun doing it. I kind of alter it a little bit because like the Ninjettis, they have like the full sleeves and stuff. I took the sleeves off. I've been working my butt off in the gym, so I wanted to show off my arm, so I cut the sleeves off mine, and it still turned out really good. Everybody liked it. Everybody thought it was really cool. I got notified like later that it was a group of Ninja Power Rangers that I kept missing. Every time I took off the costume to put on a different costume, they'll show up, and I'm like, oh, now you want to show up when we can all take pictures together. So I don't know, I think they were just kind of avoiding me because they had their own little group thing, and I was like the odd man out because I was the Green Ninja, so I don't even know if they wanted me to be with them. But I kept seeing them around, but every time I kept seeing them around, it was after I took off my Green Ninja costume. So I thought it was just funny and weird at the same time, and very frustrating because I did want to get a picture with all of them in my costume, but I never did, but it's whatever. So Friday, I did the Green Ninjetti first. Later on that Friday, I switched out the Green Ninjetti to do X-Force Deadpool. I upgraded X-Force Deadpool, gave him some knee pads, some shoulder pads, some elbow pads, stuff like that. Just little here, like slightly different things than he looked last year. Just wanted to upgrade him a little bit more. And he went by really, really good. He's probably my most popular costume that I do, because that's the one I take the most pictures in. If you see like my Facebook page and my regular or my fan page and my regular Facebook page and my Instagrams and my Twitters and Tumblr, that's all you'll probably see is like X-Force Deadpool, because it's so popular, because it's such a different kind of Deadpool. People love that one, and I put a lot of hard work into that costume. I mean, the jumpsuit is obviously by Snake Pit Studios, but I put a lot of hard work into it, make sure my body was pretty much in decent shape to look good in it, and just putting different gadgets on it and stuff. And you have to kind of play that part when you're in a Deadpool costume. You got to kind of play that kind of smart ass type of cool, wisecracking type of character, and it takes a lot of energy out of you when you do that character. So you have to put just your all into it. So I kind of ended the day with that, or I ended I started midday with that and just ended the night with that X-Force Deadpool. So that was really, really cool. What's it? Saturday is usually the biggest day for Dragon Con, because that's like the parade and that's like the big photo shoots, and that's where, you know, you meet a lot more cool people and a lot of cool celebrities and stuff like that. Saturday, I had to wake up super early. I had to wake up at like 6 a.m. And I had to be down at the convention at like 7 just to be in this parade. And usually in the parades, I'm always as like the white Power Rangers, because we have a big group of Power Rangers that do that. This year we kind of had a small group, because, you know, other cosplayers, they're Power Rangers, but then they're also like Deadpools, or they're also like Annas and Elsas and, you know, other cosplayers, and they just wanted to do something else in that parade. So we kind of had a smaller group in the Power Rangers thing in the parade, but it was still a cool group. Still some of the people I love to, you know, be around, like Tyler, Jim, just all these cool people that I met, and just new people that I met were really, really cool. That's always my favorite part, just doing the parade. But this year they made the parade even longer. They made the parade like a mile longer, like a mile and a half longer, which was ridiculous, because this is like the original size helmet of the Power Rangers. It's not extended or anything, so this thing fits right on my face. I can fit in it, but it fits right on my face. This is probably one of the only Power Rangers helmets that doesn't have like a breathing vent or anything. So you can't breathe in this thing. So you have to kind of do, and it gets very sweaty and hot, and it was just like a 45-minute longer parade than it was last year. So man, just thinking about just waving and, you know, doing all the poses and shaking all the hands and stuff is exhausting in this costume, but it's super worth it, especially like when you get tired and then you kind of see out the visor because it's getting blurry and foggy. You see a little kid in a Power Rangers costume, so you got to run up there, and it kind of just it brings you back up, you know what I mean? So I had a couple moments like that where I was just super tired. I felt like I was gonna pass out. But you see a little kid in his Power Rangers costume, and he waves at you, and he wants to take a picture, so you gotta you know, get in that moment and stuff. So that's always like that big joy for me to do it. And it was a big hit. Everybody likes a white Power Ranger costume. I usually only do this like once a day, or just once during the convention, only because it's White Power Ranger. I spent a lot of money on this costume, like over $1,000 or whatever on this costume. I don't want to mess it up. And it's the White Power Ranger costume. So if you spill like hot sauce or ketchup on like the jumpsuit, it's over. You got to get another jumpsuit. So, you know, I do the parade in it. I'm super sweaty. I take it right off and I put on like the X-Force or the Ninjetti costume to, you know, just to get that done. But before I did that, we have like a little photo shoot for the Power Rangers. We did that. We knocked that out. That was super, super fun. I had to run back to the car just to put on my X-Force Deadpool costume, because it's Saturday. Everybody knows on Saturday you get the Deadpool conga line and the Deadpool party, where all the Deadpools around the world, around the United States, come together at Dragon Con and go crazy. We do a conga line. We grab people. We put them in the conga line. We do crazy and ridiculous, absurd things to everybody. We say a lot of crazy and bad words, and we get away with it because we're Deadpool. So you know, I had to run and put that costume on because I had a photo shoot in that costume. And I had to stay in that costume for just later on that night. So yeah, the Deadpool thing was super fun. That's where I met like a lot of my newer friends that I just met. And that's where, you know, I love. One thing I love going to Dragon Con is just meeting girls who dress as Deadpool. It's the greatest thing in the world to me. So I met a lot of cool girls. I took a lot of great pictures with these cool girls. And yeah, we just formed friendships and bonds and stuff, and we were all acting crazy and stuff. And I have so many pictures that hopefully I'm going to show at the end of this video. But yeah, the Deadpool conga line thing went really great. We had a lot of video of that somewhere on YouTube. You'll probably find me probably front and center because I am the only X-Force Deadpool at that con. I'm pretty sure I was the only like X-Force Deadpool at that con. So you'll see me front and center in most of these Deadpool pictures and videos that you'll see on YouTube. That was really cool. I got to do some panels and stuff like that. The big thing this year with the panels were a lot of the CW shows were there. And you know, I do a lot of those reviews. So I got to meet the Arrow cast. I got to meet the Flash cast and stuff like that. The greatest person there by far, and if you can find this on video, you can see this on news sites and stuff, was John Barrowman, who plays Malcolm Merlyn. Just a fantastic person, just a great man, just so funny and just so charismatic and just such a likable guy. Like, oh my God. And he flaunts, because he is a gay man, he flaunts it just so well. And I'm just so like, oh my God, you want to fall in love with it. Even if you're a straight man, you just want to fall in love with the guy because he's so proud to be like a gay man, and he holds himself up to such a high standard, and he's just so carefree and funny. He came out in a dress, I think a Doctor Who dress, just flaunting and waving and this, that, and the third. It's just such a good thing. He was running around in high heels and stuff. He winked at me once, and I winked back because why wouldn't you? You know, it was just such a cool time meeting him and experiencing, you know, the Arrow cast. That's where they premiered the season 4 trailer at Dragon Con, which was really cool that we got to see that first. And yeah, it was just a cool day. You know, we got to meet Stephen Amell and stuff, and they talk about like some of the things that's going to probably be happening in season 4. I wanted to try to get an interview, but I couldn't because I was still doing Deadpool stuff, so I was just kind of in and out throughout the panel and stuff. But yeah, I had a really good time meeting like the Flash cast and the Arrow cast. They were really cool people. Those are the only people I really wanted to meet and stuff, and they were all lovely. They were all super gorgeous as usual. They all look really pretty. It's crazy. That's not makeup, people. That's just natural beauty from all of them. So yeah, that was a very good highlight of my time there. Sunday is more of you know, just kind of browsing through, just trying to get all these extra photos that you got to do. Oh, Saturday, it was Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember. They kind of blend together. I'm gonna say Sunday just to put it in there. Sunday was the big black cosplayers photo shoot that I was a part of. That was really cool because I never did like an all black cosplayers kind of photo shoot, so that was cool. I met a lot of cool people who are not afraid to, you know, just go outside of their race and just be who they want to do, be some of their favorite characters, no matter their race. Just, you know, just meeting like people who are like who are kind of like you, who are black or whatever, or African American, and who like to cosplay just like you, who are not afraid to flaunt it. Was really enjoyable to do, and I think it was like the first photo shoot for like this black cosplay convention, and we had a pretty big turnout, and a lot of different kind of cosplaying, which was really cool. A funny thing about this, and you remember I was telling you about the whole like Ninjetti thing. I went to this thing early in the morning in my green Ninjetti costume because they told me I should be in a green Ninjetti because we have other Ninjetti Power Rangers. Then I get where it's like, oh, these the other Ninjetti Rangers not going to be in there. So I was like, okay, I'm going to jump out of my green Ninjetti cosplay. I ran straight back to the car, far from this photo shoot, mind you, put on my Deadpool costume, run all the way back, do the photo shoot. Probably 15 minutes before the photo shoots end, guess who shows up? The Power Rangers Ninjetti group. Like, they knew I was going out and they're just testing me or something, and they had like a big thing that they all were kind of synchronized, and they were all really, really cool. And yeah, it was just funny that every time I had the costume on and I took it off, they just show up. So it was just very frustrating. But overall, I had a good time. Sunday, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Sunday, just trying to get extra photos in, meeting other people, taking down numbers and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I asked like 17 girls to marry me, because you just meet some of these girls, and I'm a loving guy. I met a girl who looked just like Belle. I was like, oh my God, you look just like Belle. Not like a knockoff Belle. You look just like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Will you marry me? Obviously, she said no. I said it again. Will you marry? She said she'll think about it. Just other people I met were really, really cool. But yeah, that was kind of my time at Dragon Con. Now that I'm back, I'm kind of preparing for next year's, doing some other costumes and stuff, getting ready for Halloween and stuff. This is kind of my next costume that I will be doing, people. My Kylo Ren costume from Star Wars Force Awakenings. I'm super excited for that. I am super excited for that. Got the helmet in, looks really, really cool. So I will be posting more about that. Overall, if you saw me, I met somebody who knew me, I met actually a few people who knew me as the Circus Show 24/7, who came up to me, who took pictures, we did some recordings and stuff like that. And I was really cool that people know who I am on YouTube, and it was just kind of inspiring, and kind of cool, just to meet people who were like fans of you, and who's like, yo, I like your show, I like this, I like Young Justice and stuff like that. So I took pictures with people who knew me, so that was really cool. So shout out to all you people that I met, all you lovely people. Thank you for subscribing. This is Comic Frontline. I am the Circus Show 24/7. Thank you for watching my Dragon Con review. I will have some pictures at the end of this video, and be easy.